November the 15th, 2018, and Al B. Sure was so kind enough to share raw footage of how he felt. All right, this is actual footage on when he found out that Kim Porter had passed away. What you see is a hurt man. You also see a man that is trying to figure out what happened, because Al B. Sure knows that pneumonia was not the cause of death in this case. And in fact, Al B. Sure has went so far to call it murder.
And just, I'll be like, yo, Fox, and I can't. What? Puff sitting there. It's kind of, I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy, man, huh? So what I did was, I would show up to the party in my little town car. There's town, you know, I grabbed me a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big Canon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonzworth, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get there. But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got. It was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. Wow. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum, 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 bum.
Beyonce.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow. And then Andre Harrell, run that back. That's the one right there. That's going to be the one. You just missed that, the ordering of the champagne, the whole nine. Country, get this. You call me country, I'm going to take country, get this. So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. So Dr. Ruth, Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. I asked him question. I said, cool. So I asked Demi Moore. I said, is it cool if I? She said, sure, whatever. It was probably a wild night. She said, sure. So I watched when they first, got together. So what happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We were in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up. But Puff say, this party, Playboy, this party right here, I see $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale, but the people there, because that's how I started. I was the first social media dude. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards. And I would have people sign and put their pager numbers on it. And I would call during the week. Yo, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. So I had 800 signatures, 600 women, 200 guys. So it became a floating party. So when Puff came to LA, he said, yo, Playboy, Saturday morning, make that shit happen. I said, I'm on it. Went into my phones, called 200, because I didn't have a big house, 200 of my best friends, girls that were beautiful but not tight but not slutty, just in the daytime. It's daytime. So this is my daytime crew, right? He get there, he goes, that's the girl on this movie and that's the girl on that. I said, yeah, we all hang out. We ain't got no money, but we all hang out together. I said, look on the table. Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put on some nice plates and some cola and a picture of the whole nine. And it was great. He had a great time. And that was that same party that Pharrell was at. But what I started doing in order to get artists together, I said, Puff, you don't understand. When we watch you from New York, you're bigger than life to us. I said, so the $1.5 million, yeah, you could do that, but it don't matter. Because a New York fitted baseball cap is how much retail?
Like $25.
$25, right? Yeah. I said, Puff, but on your head, It's priceless, man. And I said, now watch this. And I played bong, bong, bing, bang, bang, bong, 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 bong. And LA niggas was mad. They was like, hey, look here, cuz. Hey, fuck that shit, dog. I said, fuck that shit, dog. That motherfucker. I said, look, you got these LA niggas gone. And it was moments like that. It was like, and then I had a studio in the back. So every time somebody would come over, I would ask them to drop music there. Puff, Snoop, because I wanted to get in the music business. But we also started doing this thing called New Music Hour. So any person that came to the house that had a song or could do stand-up with it, you could perform. No one was allowed to boo or nothing like this. Watch who benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch.
Get out of here.
13 years old. He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be like, can I, nigga, go back in there. You can't, the fuck back in there. You can't come in here. And he'd be like this, right? He slept on the couch. Ed Sheeran was the latest. Ed Sheeran slept.
Wow.
Ed Sheeran, my new house. Ed Sheeran slept on my studio floor for 6 weeks.
Amen.
Working on this shit.
6 weeks.
So what we do, like I said, every
Way to film the pre-show packages for the hashtag BET Awards with Tisha Campbell Martin and Tashina Arnold when I received a call from PR icon hashtag Queenie Donaldson asking me if I was okay and did I hear the news. I had no clue. I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS, really? This is where I get in trouble. We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health as well as laughing, seeing me, and at Diddy's mutual exchange in the theater. I'm going to leave it here. Alright, so you heard what Al B had to say in regards to this situation, and the one thing that I find significant about this is the fact that he at Diddy on this post to make sure that Diddy got a hold of it and that he saw what he had to say. Now, an attachment to this situation, there's a close friend to Al B. Sure that said that Al B told him that if something happens to him, you know who did it. So who is he alluding to? Listen, we rarely hear anything from Al B. Sure. This man is low key, all right? He's in the background producing songs. He's very quiet. And for him to come out with this shocking revelation, this man either knows something or he feels something, just like many of us feel, that this situation is not right. The scenario that Kim Porter died from pneumonia is just not sticking with me. I'm not feeling it at all. Listen, Al B has a son with Kim Porter. We all know that, by the name of Quincy Jones. And I know that Al B loves Kim Porter. Even though their relationship didn't last, he loves Kim Porter. In fact, that Jodeci hit, Forever My Lady, was inspired by Kim Porter. A lot of people didn't know that Al B. Sure looked at her while she was pregnant and was like, yo, you're having my baby. And that's how the song starts off. So I've been reading a lot of comments in regards to this situation from different blogs and different media outlets that have been talking about this topic. And the one common question that has surfaced is everyone is asking, why did Al wait 2 years to talk about this situation? And my response to that is, why are we worrying about how long it took Al to come to the forefront to speak on this situation? A lot of people handle pain differently, and it took him some time to come to this revelation that something is wrong, or maybe he knows something, because we all know that at the time of Kim's death, she was working on a tell-all book, and that tell-all book would have something to do with Diddy. Because let's face it, Kim couldn't write a tell-all book without including Diddy. Diddy was a major part of her life, if not the most important part after her kids. So, I mean, come on, let's just face it. Now listen, I'm not going to spend too much time on this topic. Like I said previously, I've done so many videos about this topic in the past, and you guys know how I really feel about this situation. But I do want to pose this question. Being that Diddy adopted Kim Porter and Al B. Sure's son Quincy as his own, I wonder what Quincy feels about this situation, and the fact that he has his biological dad coming out saying that he thinks that his mom was actually murdered and that she didn't die from pneumonia, right? Because I would like to know his take on it. You have Diddy that has all this money, all right? He's super rich. Al B. Sure is rich, but he doesn't have more money than Diddy, of course, and it seems that his son Quincy loves
When we sat down with funny man Jamie Foxx, he surprisingly revealed his own experience with a serious mental episode similar to his friend Kanye West.
I know Kanye don't come from a bad place.
Right.
And when he talked about the drugs, the mental drugs, I've had an episode of that.
Really?
So when he was talking about, I went in for 2 pills and the 7 pills, that's real. And when that is happening, I was lucky enough to have people like my sister, like my family say, yo, you can't go out right now because you sound you talking crazy. Because I was saying, because you sound you talking crazy. Because I was saying, because my little situation, I thought everybody here renamed everything in the world. Like this was a donkey, this was Nicaragua. I mean, I was like, what the I'm going, doing the wrong shit at the club, whatever it was.
That's scary.
But here was the thing. Like, look at the difference in the interviews with TMZ and Charlamagne. Charlamagne recognized my man was in a place.
Yeah.
So Charlamagne's interview is different. What's great about what we do is that I had Anthony Hamilton. I remember Anthony Hamilton had he said, man, nobody want to hear me sing. I go watch it. I would go follow him and watch him sing in places. I'd be the only one in it. It was like he had to sing at this one little open mic thing, and he was saying, I'm like, sing, Anthony! Let the Lord use you, Anthony! Sing, son, sing! I mean, it's great. So the last one we had, I'm going to tell you the ones that we've had that was amazing. And then I'm going to go. When Drake hit, I'm in the Bahamas, baby. I'm in the Bahamas. My sister hit me. My sister, she here, dark skin, always in touch. Nigga, you need to get this Drake. I said, nigga, I hit the internet. I said, oh, nigga, I'm in my robe. I grabbed some wine. I said, I forgot to call you on your birthday. I said, I gotta find that dude. So Breon finds him. We actually do a song together. But I was watching him, and I took him on when the redheaded guy took over for Jay Leno.
Conan.
I took him on Conan. I said, Conan, you don't know who this dude is. I said, his name is Drake, and 2 girls in on it. I said, y'all up on it. He about to be the big dude. So when Drake rolled out his thing, his first album, I said, Drake, I'm gonna do a thing for you. My house is called New Music Hour, and I call this On My Balcony. I want you to come get on my balcony. So what do you mean? I said, don't worry about it. You'll see. I said, the SUVs will pick you up, bring you to my house. Now I got a bigger house. It's like 40 acres. Women showed up to the party at 3 in the afternoon. Bus pulled up. 30 girls get out. Bus pull up. 40 girls get out. Crazy. I said, well, ladies, he's not going to be here till like 11 because BET time. So he won't be here till 11. We'll wait. It was BET because it was BET Award.
Oh, okay. He thought you were going
No. It was the BET Awards that weekend. So I said, listen, he ain't going to be here till 11. So we still setting up, right? By the time he got there, 2,500 people counted in my backyard. When he drove up the driveway, we had a drive-in movie theater poster of him at this artwork. The smooth one with the cut, the peacoat, the thing, and the smooth, the motherfucker with the shit right. You know what I'm saying? No smiles. It's just the motherfucking right. He drive up with all his boys, and it's funny before you get your money, everything is too big. Like his Letterman jacket was. He was like, oh man, I said, yeah, man. I said, yeah, man. Oh, man. Dog, I said.
Look at the body.
Oh, man. So we did it. I said, hey, Drake. There's a few people in the back want to say hi to you. We walk around, 2,500 people. We go up on my balcony. I said, Drake, now I've done this. Puff was the first major one. Now it's you. We want to give you your artist. We want to, because you're going to get enough hate. And there's going to be enough niggas out there that hate but the fact of what you're doing right now. And so we do the interview, and I hand him the mic, and there's all these people down there. And I said, could you just say something to the people? He said, oh, man, what'd I say? I said, nigga, sing something. He leaned over the balcony. I'm more than just an option. Party shot through the roof. We do that till about 4 in the morning.
Right.
Most people leave. We got 200 people left, 200 or 300 people left. I got a pianist to come around 3 in the morning, played all the music unplugged, rapped his music unplugged, new music hour at that time. We sat and we listened to other rappers rap and other people try to get their thing on. They go to like 6 in the morning, wrap it up. Then we moved on to Rick Ross. Did one same situation. Not as many people, but the women.
Oh yeah.
And Puff knew about it. Puff got there early.
Yeah.
And left Rick in LA because I live outside of it. I said, Rick, you better get here. But Puff got he's about to leave with everybody. And they got 300 bottles of Ciroc. It's crazy. And when he showed up, I told the DJ, because I had a DJ in the back, I said, listen, when Rick show up, just start playing. These niggas want to hold me back. These niggas, but don't drop the beat until we walk all the way through the house. When he walked through the house, it's like he had a piccolo. And people was just like this. And then when he finally got into the studio, Puff was standing on top of the things with the Ciroc. These niggas, boom, nigga. Crazy. And then we did 2 Chainz and who else was like? But
They are behind it all.
earlier when it happened, it was so abrupt. It was so much pain, man.
After posting a picture on her Instagram, Jamie Foxx's 29-year-old daughter, Corinne Foxx, caused quite a stir amongst fans. In her post, she wrote, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Though she didn't give any details about the nature of the health scare, fans were left speculating whether it was a heart attack or an accident. Despite the lack of information, Corinne did share that Jamie was already on the road to recovery thanks to the swift and efficient care he received. She also requested privacy during this trying time for the family. However, news outlets were not satisfied with the little information they had and began investigating possible explanations. According to Media Takeout, a source close to the family revealed that Jamie had suffered a stroke, but it was not as severe as initially thought. The family had chosen to keep the matter private, but now the cat is out of the bag.
So much, man, I don't take for granted when it comes to people tuning in. You made us #1 last week. We were #1 for Fox. It was the first time Fox was #1 in the past 3 or 4 years.
Jamie Foxx's health has been public knowledge since he experienced a similar occurrence when he was only 18 years old. The traumatic experience left him with a damaged sense of self-worth, and he described it as living in his worst nightmares. The nightmares seemed to follow him everywhere, making him always on edge and fearful of things he saw on television and in the dark. The paranoia made him feel crazy and added to his constant stress from severe addiction and resulting health problems. Thankfully, Jamie's friend was there to save the day. After taking him to the hospital, his friend stayed by his side and even talked to him every night to calm him down from his fear of the dark and the demons he believed were real. Jamie credits his friend for saving his life and helping him through the tough period. Years after the tragedy, Jamie Foxx still felt the devastating impact of his loved one's extensive drug use. The setback had made him believe that he had caused irreparable damage and that he could never recover from it. Speaking about the challenging period in his life, he said that it felt like all his fears were coming true, and he was going crazy. He even went as far as reading up on the drug PCP, which left a fingerprint in his system that he believed he could not get rid of. Despite the turmoil he experienced during that period, Jamie persevered and emerged stronger, with a greater appreciation for life and the importance of making the right choices. But the ripple effects of the things that happened to him in the past didn't end here. Oh no, it's actually affected his career too, and that's what makes it even more fishy. Just a few days ago, Jamie Foxx was healthy and busy working on his latest movie, Back in Action, a Netflix film that he was starring in and producing in Atlanta. He was thrilled to have Cameron Diaz on board for the project, despite her retirement from acting nearly a decade ago.
It's been almost a decade.
I was
so
gonna say, how long has it been?
Yeah.
7 years? 8 years?
8 years. I think the last film I did was with Jamie, was Annie.
The sudden news of Jamie's medical emergency allegedly occurring during filming has left fans and the media confused and concerned. After being rushed to the hospital, he has been there for over a week, and there is still little information about his condition. Corinne Foxx's Instagram post didn't provide many details, which only fueled rumors and speculation. Some believe that Jamie suffered a stroke due to the intense stress of the filming process, but this has not been confirmed by his family or friends. Jamie has been open in the past about his health issues and how they affected him emotionally. His fans hope he will recover soon and return to the big screen. According to an insider, the actor is currently responsive to everything and he is wide awake. Over the weekend, he still spent time in the hospital, but he is expected to go through a full recovery. No statements from the actor have been reported yet, but he is currently recovering and his health is steadily improving as well. While he still recovers, the Back in Action Netflix film remains in production as they used a Jamie Foxx body double for the remaining scenes. The filming of Back in Action had taken a toll on both Jamie's mental and physical health, with Cameron Diaz announcing her retirement again midway through filming and the movie not turning out as he had hoped. Tensions were high. In fact, just last month, Jamie had a meltdown on set and fired multiple people.
That he had an entire meltdown on set, and he's thrown the whole production into chaos after firing one of the executive producers, 2 directors, and even his own driver.
However, this wasn't the worst of it. Jamie almost got scammed out of £33,000 in a Rolex luxury watch purchase. And then there was the bomb scare in London where a World War II bomb was found at the set, causing filming to be suspended. This incident would have been stressful for anyone, let alone someone who was already overworked like Jamie. In light of all these incidents, a stroke does seem like a logical explanation. However, one thing that doesn't add up is why Corin and Jamie's publicist were so hesitant to talk about the cause of the health scare if it was due to work stress. Despite Corin's Instagram post, when asked about Jamie's condition, the publicist refused to give any indication of what had happened. He said nothing more at this time. In 2009, rapper Exhibit had a night out with Diddy that took an unexpected turn. The rap mogul took him to a club that turned out to be a haven for the LGBTQ+ community, leaving Exhibit feeling quite bewildered. "We bounced out of that joint straight away. I didn't even say goodbye to anyone. It was hella sus," he later recalled. And if that wasn't enough to fuel rumors about Diddy's sexuality, he once made a slip-up that had everyone talking. During an interview, he accidentally let it slip that he had slept with Usher, causing a stir among fans and critics alike. For years, rumors about Diddy's sexuality have been circulating on the internet, with many speculating that he may be gay. Despite the lack of evidence, people have long suspected that he may be hiding something. However, in 2021, a tweet praising Lil Nas X's performance at the BET Awards became the perfect opportunity for internet trolls to once again poke fun at Diddy and his alleged sexuality. Diddy wants to kiss Lil Nas X now. Be fearless, Diddy. Come out of the closet and show the world it's okay to be gay. Stop playing like you're not.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Listen, happy birthday to French, but what we're not gonna do is sit here and act like this is the first time that P. Diddy and French Montana has had a romantic evening together. That's what we're not gonna do. Shout out to French, happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? P. Diddy set the mood right for you, you know, and he was definitely, you know, he was definitely hitting his way with Fab, but Fab was scared to death. I mean, he was scared blue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Fabulous. You know, if you get a birthday call, you know what time it is, man. Just saying. But you know, French Montana ain't been doing so good, allegedly. When's the last time you heard somebody banging French coming down the road or speeding down the block? You know what I'm saying? It might have been when I ain't worried about nothing. Yeah, back then. But I mean, come on, man. French been missing in action, man. And now I'm not insinuating nothing. The fans been saying this, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, allegedly, he might gotta go through that door. I don't know. You know what I mean? This what the streets are saying. You know what I mean? I don't see French, you know, going that route. But hey, man, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy, man. It's Hip Hop Access.
Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
We have Jamie Foxx speaks out from the hospital. Jamie Foxx is still in the hospital following mysterious medical complications, and he allegedly told the police that someone tried to unalive him.
Jamie's family hasn't disclosed the reason why Jamie was hospitalized. However, reports recently popped up online that the police visited Jamie at the hospital because someone tried to take his life. After news of Jamie, people claiming that someone's trying to send a message to Jamie because he tried to stand up to the Hollywood elites, and others speculating that Diddy might have something to do with this because Jamie recently started sharing details about Diddy's infamous party. On Wednesday, April 12th, TMZ reported that Jamie Foxx suffered, quote, a medical complication, claiming also that sources with direct knowledge confirmed Jamie's condition was serious enough that he was hospitalized.
Family members from outside flew in and rushed to the hospital to be by his side.
Wow. Later that day, Jamie's daughter, Corinne Foxx, shared an update via Instagram, claiming that her dad's condition is improving. However, she didn't reveal any details about the reason Jamie had to be hospitalized. And while Jamie is apparently doing well, he still hasn't been released from the hospital, and there are a lot of conflicting reports about what really happened to him. I'm telling you, man, it's like they have a timer of these celebs' lives. I believe him. With many fans claiming this is just another example of what happens to celebs who refuse to be controlled. On March 21st, the Daily Mail reported that Back in Action was halted after Jamie discovered that someone had been plotting to steal $55,000 from him during the film production. Jamie apparently contacted the police about the scam, and according to the Daily Mail, bosses of Back in Action paused the production of the movie to carry out an investigation. The investigation reportedly led to a member of staff getting fired, and it turned out this person was linked to other attempted scams on celebrities in the past. Jamie completely lost it after discovering a plot to scam him, and he fired several other senior producers on the spot in a furious rage on set. And something strange has been happening with this movie, and it almost feels like someone is trying to sabotage it on purpose. There are multiple investigations being carried out after someone tried to get access to Jamie's cash. It sounds as though they tried to offer up a Rolex watch as part of the deal, but now there's an investigation into everything going on, the insider said. Gordon is currently using Travis Parker, Jamie's stunt double, as a stand-in for some of his scenes. That Jamie has been trying to branch out from being an entertainer. There's another equally bizarre theory about Jamie's sudden hospitalization, and it involves Jamie's longtime acquaintance, Diddy. Rumors about Diddy being in the closet and throwing depraved parties for other stars on the DL have been around for years. Fans started saying Diddy is the gay gatekeeper in the industry.
Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, you put my bag Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. No, I like that. I'll be practicing.
Now, fellas, we all know this. We are not calling the bro daddy. I feel weird even saying that word at this point in time. If you chill with the bros, you are not calling the bro daddy unless you fruity. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fruity, you're not gonna be saying that to no man. It comes to the point where even calling your dad daddy as like a older man is weird.